Alright, chapter 4 is regarding the annuity. Okay, actually this chapter is related with the previous chapter, which is compounded interest that you learned previously. So we do learn about the sum of the formula regarding to find the compounded interest. In this chapter, we'll look into the another two formula that you have to understand on how to use. Okay, so this is the learning objectives for this chapter. The first thing you have to understand the term of ordinary annuity certain. Okay, in terms of the annuity, actually we have three types or four types of annuity, but we only will look into one type of annuity, which is ordinary annuity certain. Okay, second part we have to look into the derive the future value and present value of ordinary annuity certain. So to find the future value, which is S, present value, which is P, that we learned previously in compounded interest, okay, is actually a different formula. Okay. But when we talk about future value, this is actually the accumulated value after we deposit some amount. Present value is the original value. Okay, and then we look into find the future value of annuity and also the present value. And then we have to look into the solve for the annuity payment, R and D, number of payments, and the interest rate regarding the annuity. Okay, this is everything about annuity. Okay, annuity is a series of payments, or sometimes it relates to the sequence of payments. Okay, so the term of the annuity is actually the time from the beginning of the first payment period to the end of the last payment period. Okay, and the future value, the future dollar amount of a series of payments plus interest. Okay, future value means the accumulated one, so means additional with the interest given. Okay, and the present value of an annuity, the amount of money needed to invest today in order to receive a stream of payments for a given number of years in the future. Dah, jangan ganggu guru kelas. Okay, this is the definition of an annuity actually. An annuity is a sequence of payments made at regular time intervals. The time period in which these payments are made is called the term of the annuity, while payment period is interval between annuity payments. Okay, sequence of payments. Sequence means the certain period of timing. So it means that, for example, you are paying for the car loan, or you are paying for the house rental. So every month you need to pay some amount. So every month in 2 years, or in 3 years, or in 9 years, 5 years. So this is what we call a sequence of payments, and it is in the regular time intervals. The time period in which these payments are made is called the term of the annuity, while payment period is the interval between annuity payments. Okay, this is an example of the annuity, which include the house rentals, shop rentals, insurance policy premium. Okay, insurance also we pay it monthly or yearly in the interval time given, regular time given. Okay, mortgage payments, installment payments on automobiles, annual dividends received. Okay, not only about payment, so anything that we got. Okay, dividends means that profit that we got with some of the investment is also considered as an annuity because it's given in the time period or regular time interval. And interest payments on money invested. Okay, an annuity in which the payment period coincides with the interest compounding period is called a simple annuity. Okay, as I mentioned just now, we have a few types of annuity, but we are not looking into the simple annuity, but we are looking only for the ordinary annuity certain. Okay, annuity in which the payments are made at the end of each payment period is called an ordinary annuity certain. Annuity in which the payments are made at the end of each payment period. So it means that every month you have to pay some amount. So you have the, okay, let's say on 29, the payment must be done. Okay, and then you have the period for 5 years, for example. So this is what we call as ordinary annuity certain. So we are certain that you have to pay in this period of time given. Interest and payment period are of the same interval as well. So when you do the payment, interest also same lah. So the interest will be given, okay, will be charged. Note that unless specified, money invested every period is understood to mean money invested at the end of every period. Annuities considered here have terms given by the fixed time intervals. Fixed time intervals, if mentioned that your rental is for 5 years or your house rental is contract in 2 years. Okay, periodic payments equal in size, payments made at the end of the payment periods, and payment periods coincide with the interest compounding period. Okay, as I mentioned, it's related with the compound interest that we learned previously in chapter 3. Okay, now we look into the future value of an ordinary annuity certain. Okay, we will be using the different formula for the future value in ordinary annuity certain. Okay, future value also known as accumulated value. Okay, because at the end you will have a new amount after the interest has been added or after the interest has been charged. Of an ordinary annuity certain is the sum of all the future values of the periodic payments. The future value S of an annuity of payments of N payments of R ringgits each, okay, paid at the end, or this one is for the Malaysian lah, and then it's considered as dollar also, same formula. Okay, paid at the end of each investment period into an account that earns interest at the rate of I per period is given by. So this is the formula. Okay, this is actually the formula to calculate the future value of the annuity at the end of investment periods is given by. So means that after done payment and everything, what is the final value that you get, or the final value that you have to pay. So this is the formula. S equal to R 1 plus I, the power or the index of N, minus with 1 divided by I. Okay, R is referred to the periodic payment. Periodic payment, so we can consider as the amount that you deposited or the original value. I is the interest rate per interest period. Okay, this is depend. If you still remember that we learned about the quarterly, compounded quarterly, compounded semi-year, half year. So this is referred to the interest rate per interest period, and this is must be in the percentage. N is the term of investment. So for how long the investment has been, or the investment should be done, or stated on how long it will be done. Okay, let's check. Okay, then after you get the future value, if you want to get the interest paid, then to find the amount of an interest paid or earned can be found by subtracting the total amount paid from the future value. So the formula is I equal to S future value minus the NR. So R is the amount that you deposited, N is the term of the investment, okay, or how long that you have to pay. Okay, let's take a look into this example. Okay, 100 RM100 is deposited every month for 2 years 7 months at 12% compounded monthly. So it's a compounded monthly. Okay, what is the future value of this annuity at the end of the investment? Okay, deposited every month, this is R. Okay, this is we will get the how long. Okay, this is I. Okay, compounded monthly, so it means that 12 months per year. But you are invest or you deposit for 2 years 7 months. Okay, if I draw the line, okay, let's say we have, okay, so no, this one is no deposit and annuity begins here. which is this is the first month. Okay, first month. Okay, second month, third month, fourth month. For how long? For how long? 2 years, 7 months. So how many months?
31.
31 months.
One.
31 months. And then for the first month, every month deposited every month with the same amount of 100. So here deposit 100, 100, 100, 100 until the end. Here is 100. Okay, and then what is the future value after 31 months end? So they want you to find what is the future value at the end of the investment. Okay, so based on the formula given, which is S equal to R 1 plus I index N minus 1 divided by I. Okay, and then this one will be, someone is coming in. Okay, so just replace all the values here into the formula. So the value of R is 100. Okay, and then I is, sorry, this one is 1 plus with the I is, okay, here I 12%, but it is compounded monthly. Compounded monthly, so it means that you have to divide by 12. So here you got 1%. Okay, so here 1 plus 1%. The index of N, how long the investment? How long is the investment?
31 months.
31 months. Minus with 1, divide by 1%. Okay, so press the calculator, then you get you get RM 3613.27. Okay, so and then the interest earned, which is the formula is I equal to S minus NR. The S is 3613.27 minus with NR. So what is N? What is N just now? 30, 31. R is 100. Okay, so if you press the calculator, the answer will be 1513.27. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, this is 100 is deposited every 3 months for 2 years, 9 months. Every 3 months for 2 years, 9 months at 8% compounded quarterly. What is the future value of this annuity at the end of the investment? So this is regarding future value. So the formula of finding of the future value is S equal to R 1 plus I to the index of N minus 1 divided by I. Okay, so we have to use this formula. What is I? 8% compounded quarterly. So 1 year you have 12 months. But it is deposited every 3 months. So here 3. So in 3 months you deposit 100. So here 6, 100. So another 900, another 1200. So this is 1 year. Okay, so in 1 year, how many times you deposited? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here, how about the interest? So 8% divided by how many? 4. Then you got 2%. Okay, what is the value of N? How many years? 2 years, right? And you have another 9 months. In 2 years, okay, 1 year, how many times? 4 times, right? So 2 years, 2 times 4. You have to plus with another 9 months. In 9 months, how many times? In 9 months, how many times? You deposited 3 times. So plus with 3. So 8 plus 3, you got 11. Okay, so now use the formula. So equal to, what is the value of R? What is the value of R? 100. Okay, 1 plus, what is the I just now? 2%. Don't put only 2, it is 2%. So means you have to divide with 100. Okay, so what is N? What is N just now? 11 minus with 1 divide by 2%. Okay, just press the calculator. Then what is the answer? This answer is already given here. So which is 1216.87. Okay, and then the question wants you to find what is the future value of this annuity at the end of the investment? Okay, so they did not asking you to find the interest, so it's okay, we find the interest. Okay, interest earn is equal to, the formula is S minus the NR. So the S you already got from here, 1216.87 minus with the N is 11, multiply with the 100. So the answer is 116.87. Macam dah aku buat je. Tak apa. Okay, so this is the final answer. Any questions so far? It's already 1:15, 2:18.
Ma'am, we found only the questions today because I joined late today. That's why I didn't know what happened in the video.
This one already done lah. This one, okay, in this chapter we only learn about the annuity. Annuity is about the payment or the future value that we earn or the future value that we need to pay, whether we do investment or we are paying the loan, to calculate the future value and to get the present value. So we need to know two formulas here. Okay, at the end, it's the two formula is S for the future value. The other formula is A for the present value. Okay, and at the end, we learn about the how to get the R and I or N. Okay, this is about annuity actually. Okay, in the previous chapter, we did learn about compound interest and simple interest. Okay, we already learned about future value. We already learned with this present value or original value, which is P. Okay, the formula that we use in annuity is different from the formula that we use in the compound interest and also simple interest. But this is actually compounded also. If you look here, it's similar with the compounded, but the difference is the formula. And the question for the annuity is already mentioned lah. Okay, normally the question will mention this is about annuity. Alright, so deposited. Sorry, RM 100 was invested every month in an account that pays 12% compounded rate. Okay, in an account that pays 12% compounded monthly for 2 years. After 2 years, no more deposits was made. Calculate the amount of the account at the end of 5 years. Okay, so this one you have the certain criteria. Okay, let's say this is the timeline. It start with 0 and then 1. Okay. Because it's mentioned that compounded monthly for 2 years. So you have year 1, month 1, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month. But for the 2 years, okay, 2 years, how many months? For 2 years, how many months?
24 months.
So until 24 months, no more deposit was made. But calculate the amount of the account at the end of 5 years. Okay, so it means that from here, it invested 100, 100, 100 until 24 months, until 2 years. But after 2 years, no more deposit was made. So 25, 26, 27 until how long for 5 years? How many months for 5 years? 60 months. So here no deposited was being invested. Okay, so now we need to calculate the amount of the account at the end of the 5 years. So means the future value lah. So future value formula is S equal to R. Again, I write the formula 1 plus I index N minus 1 divide by I. Okay, so here R is 100. 1 plus, okay, what is I?
12%.
You have 12% compounded monthly for 2 years. So it means 12% divided by how many? Compounded monthly? 12. 1%. So here 1%. Index N. What is N?
24.
Yes, 24 because it deposit only for two years. So here is 20, 24 divided by 1 divided by 1%. Okay, then after you press the calculator, then you get press calculator, what do you get? The answer is not given. Anyone? This is similar with the compounded interest that we learned previously, the situation. Shaza, press calculator, what is the answer? So here RM
2697.34.
26.94
97.34.
after round up.
35.
Okay. So are we done with the future value? Are we done? We are yet to done. We are not yet done because we have the remaining of the another 3 years. But in these 3 years, there's no deposit or invested for 100 monthly. So it means that the value or the money will keep increasing. So with the last amount that here lah, so here. Okay, remember that we learned in previous one. So this one is actually P1 plus I N. So this is the previous formula, compounded interest previously. So so starting from here, what is the P? Starting from here, what is the P? What is the future value here?
2,597.
Okay, 269735. Okay, and then 1 plus, what is the interest? What is I? 1%. Okay, what is N right now?
36.
Okay, 36, because the remaining is 36 months. Okay, 36. So now press the calculator again. So RM
3859.28 miss.
okay, 3859.28. Okay, now what is the interest earned? Okay, so after 2 years, now calculate the amount of the account at the end of the 5 years. Okay, not asking you to get the interest earned. Okay, let's say we want to find the interest earned. So to get the interest earned, I equal to S minus N and R. Oops. Where is my NR? Okay, the future value here is 3859.28 minus with the N. What is N? What is N here?
60.
No. How many years or how long the interest has been charged?
Oh, 24.
24. Multiply with 100. Okay, so what is the answer?
One four five nine point two eight.
Yes, 1459.28. All right, so any questions so far? Okay, if no question, then we proceed to the next example. Hana invested 100 ringgit every month for 5 years in an investment scheme. She was offered 5% compounded monthly for the first 3 years and 9% compounded monthly for the rest of the period. Okay, determine the accumulated amount, so means the future value at the end of the 5 years. Okay, and then this is also two things also here. Start with 0 and then 1. First month, second month, third month, fourth month, until how long? She was offered 5% compounded monthly for the first 3 years. So in 3 years, how many months? 36. Okay, for this one, the interest is 5% compounded monthly, and every month she invests 100 ringgit. Okay, and then the remaining is for the 5 years. So 5 years, 60 months. In this remaining years, remaining monthly is charge for 9%. Okay, then 36, 37, 38, 39, and so on. She still invests 100 because it is not mentioned they stop the investment. Okay. Okay, now we need to calculate for the first three years first for the future value. Accumulated amount is future value. So here S equal to 100. The formula, okay, the formula is R1 plus I and so on. So 1 plus, what is I? What is I here? I is interest. 5% for how long? It compounded monthly, right? So if compounded monthly, then need to divide by how many?
12.
12. For how long?
3 years.
3 years. How many months? 36 months minus with 1 divide by 5%. Divide by 12. Okay, so now press the calculator. Where is the answer? Yes, what is the answer?
Hey, I seem to have problem to entry this equation into the calculator, so I don't know if you can help us with that, because I think I don't think I'm the only one.
Huh? Cannot use the calculator? Can. Why cannot use the calculator?
It's kind of complicated, I don't.
Then 5% divided by 12, how many? Okay, then plus 1 power of 36 minus 1 divide by, put it in the bracket, 5 divided by 100 divide by 12. Then you got? Okay, then you got the answer multiply with 100. Why is it so hard? Hanan? Hanan Saira? Hanan Saira, do you see my glow? Adik dapat tak salah kanan dulu? Okay, anyone got the answer?
I found -1.
Minus 1?
Yes.
You cannot have the minus answer. Make sure you press it correctly. So, okay, 5% means 500. 5 divided by 100, then divide by 12. Okay, then press the answer. Okay, then plus 1. The answer plus with 1. And then you press the power off. The answer power of is 36. Then the answer -1. Then press the answer. Then the answer will be divided with 5% divided by 12. Sarah Khalid, do you get the answer?
No yet, Mom.
Siapa lagi? Sonia?
Yes, I got the wrong answer actually. 1.087.
Salah.
Miss, I got the answer.
Okay, what is the answer?
3875.33.
Okay, 3875.33. Yeah, this one is correct. Huh? Okay, we are not yet done, so we are done until here only for the first three years. So this one is a compounded monthly for the rest of the period. So it means that you have to, because here you have another future value, okay, which is this one. So using the formula with the P1 plus I n, okay, here you got 3875.33 multiplied by 1 plus, what is the I here? What is interest? 9% divided by how long? Compounded monthly divided by 12. For how long? After 3 years. 24 months. Okay, now press the calculator again. What is the answer?
Ma'am, 4,636.49.
50.
50. We can now.
Okay, so we are not yet done. Okay, we got here. Then here is the investment here. Okay, then we need to get the amount at the end of 5 years here. Okay, this one is different case with the previous one. Okay, previous one here, no deposited amount was given. So that's why you end here. But this one, you are not ending here yet. Okay, you are not ending here yet. So because this is a 463,650 is accumulated here. Okay, accumulated here. Okay, not here yet. Okay, because you have different percentage and then you still have deposit here. Okay, so you need to find another future value using the R. Okay. With the new investment here. Okay, then later on you have to add this amount with the new one that you get from here. So the second condition, we got the 100. Okay, and then 1 plus, okay, I 9% divided by 12. what is n? 24 minus 1 divide by 9% over 12. Okay, so press the calculator. What is the answer? Carefully press. Yeah? So R is
I get 15952.
no. Ni Arif Billah Arman. What is your answer? Kenny Ren, do you get the answer? Hmm?
Mom, but is it 24 or 29?
Here.
Is it 2618.84?
Here is 24. 2. The answer is 2, 6, 1, 8, 8, 5. Okay, so you have this amount of R, this amount of R. So to get the whole thing, because we have 2 stream here, 1 stream, 1 stream here. Okay, kejap. Basuh, go and basuh. Okay, and then the final value is we have to add both lah. So 4636.5 plus with 2618.85. So what is the final answer? Sorry, 7, 2. Okay, so this is the final value at the end of 5 years. Okay, any questions so far? Hmm? Just press the calculator lah. Press it. First, you press 9 divide by 100. Okay, then divide by 12. Okay, then press answer or double equal or equal to. Okay, and then plus with 1. Okay, and then equal again. Press the power of 24. Then press equal again. Then minus 1. Press equal again. Divide 9. Put it in the bracket lah. Open bracket. 9 divide by 100 divide by 12. Okay, then the final answer multiply with 100. Then you got to 61.85. It's supposed to be can lah. Okay. Okay, let's say if the question is asking you to find the interest earned. Okay, I equal to S minus NR. So now what is the future value? So the future value, you have to take the final one now, which is 7255.35 minus with the N is 60 multiply with 100. Okay, what is the answer? Okay, 1255.35. Okay, any questions so far? Can I proceed to the next question? Okay, so now we want to go for the second part of this lecture. So now we want to go for the present value or original value. Just now future value, so means the amount at the end of the investment. Here is the beginning, the discounted value. Okay, the present value, or also known as discounted value of an ordinary annuity certain, is the sum of all present values to the predict payments. Okay, present value is actually the original value that we learned previously. But when it comes to the ordinary annuity certain means you have to pay in sequence in the interval given with the sum amount. So in this formula of the present value is actually discounted value that sum up all the present value of the predict payments. Okay, the present value P of an annuity of n payments of ringgits or dollar is paid at the end of each investment period into an account that earns interest at the rate of I per period. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, the formula is A, which is the sum of all present values of the predict payments, okay, equal to R. Okay, R is the predict payment. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus I. So I is the percentage interest rate per interest period. And then the index is negative N. So negative N. Divide by interest. So here, then to find the amount of the interest paid or earned can be found by subtracting the present value from the total amount paid. So it's actually opposite from what we learned previously lah. Okay, I equal to NR minus A. N is the term, R is how much that you deposited. Okay. Okay. Okay, now take a look into the example. Halini, can you mute your mic, please? Okay, Halini has to pay 300 every month for 24 months to settle a loan at 12% compounded monthly. What is the original value of the loan? Okay. So he wants to find the original value of the loan. So it means the question wants you to get A. Okay, based on the formula given. Niran, can you turn off your mic? Because if okay, and then okay. So this question want to find the A. So based on the formula given, which is A equal to R, okay, 1 minus 1 plus I negative N divide by I. So this is the formula. Okay, now we substitute or replace the information given. The R is 300. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus, what is I? I, interest. 12% compounded for how long? Compounded, how it is compounded? Monthly. So monthly for how long? 12. So it is 1%. So here 1% for how long? 24. 24. So negative 24 divided by 1%. Okay, so then you press the calculator. Do you get this answer? 6373.02.
Why is it negative now?
You cannot get negative.
Why is it negative 24?
It's a formula given. Compounded yearly, yes. If semi-year, okay, this is the answer. Okay, and then the question, what is the total interest that he has to pay? So total interest formula is equal to I equal to NR minus A. What is N? What is N? 24. What is R? 300. Minus with 6373.02. Okay, you got the same answer? Alright, so correct. Huh? Okay, let's take a look at another example. Okay, Ah Liang won an annuity that pays RM 1,000 every 3 months for 3 years. What is the present value of this annuity if the money is worth 16% compounded quarterly? So it means present value, the question wants you to get A. Okay, so it is mentioned that 1,000, that pays 1,000 every 3 months. Okay, not monthly anymore, every 3 months for 3 years. Okay, so based on the formula A, R 1 minus 1 plus I, the index of negative N, divided by I. So R is 1,000. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus, what is I? 60% compounded every 3 months. So compounded quarterly, so means 4 divided by 4, then you got 4%. So here 4% negative for how long? So but this one is because this is not compounded monthly, but this is compounded quarterly in every 3 months. So 1 year 4 times, right? And every 3 months. So you got 12. So here divide by n is 12. So divide by 4 The calculation, this one is same with what we learned previously. Now press the calculator. You get the same answer.
The answer is 9385 times 297.
Okay. So be careful. Just now, because it is given to you by the monthly, compounded monthly. But this one is different where the compounded quarterly for every 3 months. Okay, so be careful with the I, be careful with the N. Any questions so far? This question. Okay, Ah Liang won an annuity that pays 1,000 every 3 months. Every 3 months. So if we do the timeline 0 every 3 months, so 3, then after 3 it will be 6, then 9, until for how long? For 3 years. So 3 years, how many months? So 36. So in every 3 months, he invests okay, he 1,000. So 12. So 1,000. So here is 1 year. Okay. So 1 year, how many times he deposited the amount? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, so that's why. So you have to find N. Okay, for how long? So 1 year, 4 times. For how long he invests? For 3 years. So that's why you multiply with 3. Then you got 12. So this is your N. Okay, same goes with the I. So I is 16%. For how long? For 3 years, compounded quarterly. Quarterly means 4 times. So here 4 times. So that's why you have to divide by 4. Then in 4 times means that here, how many percent? So in 3 months, 4% charge has been given. So because you deposited 1,000 in 3 months. So what is the interest for 3 months? 4%. 16% is for 3 years, but compounded quarterly. Okay, so 16% for 3 years. So every year 16%. Second year 16%. Third year 16%. But each time that you pay, what is the percentage? And then it's already mentioned that every 3 months has to be paid. And then it is paid quarterly. Okay, so here is 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%. So that's why you got this amount, 4% here. And then that's why you got N with 12 term for how long. So based on the formula, the question wants you to find the present value. So present value, get the formula of A. A equal to R, 1 minus 1 plus I, the index of negative N, divide by I. So replace the value. Your R is the how many you pay. Predict payment or predict investment. So 1,000. Okay, 1 minus, this is, I'm just using the formula. 1 minus, in the bracket 1 plus, 4% is interest that we got from here. You cannot get directly from here because it paid 1,000 every 3 months. Okay, and then N is 12 that we got from here. So because the formula already given negative, then you have to use negative. Divide by I, which is 4%. Then you get the answer after you press the calculator for all of them. Any question? Okay, if it is mentioned that 16% compounded semi-year, so you need to divide for how many? compounded half year. So divide by how many? 2. Divide by 2. If compounded monthly, if compounded yearly, divide by 1. Divide by 1 lah, because it's yearly compounded. So it means that you have to use 16% in the formula. Okay. Oops. This one is example E. Okay, Mutu intends to give a scholarship worth 5,000 every year for 6 years. How much must he deposit now into an account that pays 7% per annum? Per annum means per year, to provide the scholarship. Okay, how much must he deposited means present value, which is A. Okay, so let's say I draw the timeline. So here is 0. Okay, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, and sixth year. In 6 years, every year he give the scholarship that worth 5,000. So every year 5,000 until 6 years. Okay, right now the value of R is 5,000. What is I? What is I?
7%.
7% per annum means you have to divide by 1. So it's 7%. What is N?
6.
6, because 1 year 6%. So you have how many years? 6 years. So it means that the term is 6 years. So just use the formula A equal to R. The value of R is 5,000. Then 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 7%. The index of negative berapa? Negative how many? N. 6. Divide by 7%. What is the answer?
23,882.69.
6970 pun boleh. Okay, any question so far? Huh? Sorry? Oops. How to get the answer? Press calculator. Oh, this one the question did not want to find the interest. So if you want to find the interest equal to, what is the formula to get the interest? NR minus with A. So N is 6. Multiply with R is 5,000 minus with this amount. 23832.70. Then what is the final answer? What is the final answer? RM 6167.3. When it involves money, then you have to give 2 decimal number. Okay. Okay, alright, again. Okay. So I did not notice it here. Okay, again. Actually, a bit tricky question. Under a contract, Jenny has to pay 100 at the beginning of each month. So if you draw the timeline, okay, beginning of the each month, so means that they are not paying at the end of the each month. So they pay at the beginning of the month. So 0, 1. So it means the 100 is start here. So 2, 3, 4, 5 until 15 months. There's no payment has been done here. No, because she already paid from the beginning of each month. Okay. She's not paying at the end of the each month. So previously, all paying at the end of the each month. So this one is already measured beginning of each month. So it start from here lah. Okay, just now the value of I is 12% divided by 12 because it's compounded monthly. So I is 1%. So what is your N? What is N actually? Because it starts from the beginning of each month. It starts paying from here. It's not paying from the end of the month. So for how long actually? So what is N?
50.
Okay, here no payment anymore. So it's end payment here lah.
14.
It's ending here. No more payment done here because it starts from the beginning of the year, of the month, not at the end of the month. Okay, now the question wants you to get the present value, so we have to use this formula. Okay. Okay, because it starts from the beginning of each month, so it means that here you start from here. Okay, just now if the formula is start from here, but if you start from here, then means that you have the additional of 100 at the beginning. Because the formula is starting from here, not from here. So that's why you have to add 100 at the beginning. So here 100. So now we come to the formula already because it starts from here. Okay. So, and then the formula is a 1 minus 1 plus 1% I. Okay, negative 40 divide by 1%. Okay, and then here, what is the answer? Press the calculator. So here you go. 2000.
Sorry, 2,600.
So this one, what is the answer for this one only? 1 plus 1. 1 bagi 100 plus 1 to the power of negative 14. 1 minus answer divided by 1 divided by 100. Okay, 1.3 something multiply with 100 plus with 100.
Is it 1,300.37?
1,300.
Yeah, 137.
So you add, so you got 1,400.
400.37.
Okay. Then the question wants you to find the interest earned or interest paid by Jenny. So interest paid is I equal to NR minus A. So N is, what is N? What is N?
14.
No, N is 15. So a bit tricky here. Okay. So N here is 15 because it's mentioned that for 15 months. Just now, because the formula is start here. Okay, the formula is not start at the 0, it start from the 1. So that's why we have to add 100. But when come to the N, for the interest paid, so you have to calculate all the months that he need to do the payment. So N is 15, multiply with the 100, minus with 1400.37 equal to RM. Here also RM. RM
99.63.
Okay, so far any question?
No, miss.
This question is a bit tricky, so be careful. Okay, again, normally the formula is start by the you pay at the end of the month. Okay, so start here. So here no annuity is given for the common formula, but in this question, the question already mentioned that 100 is start paying from the beginning of the month. So from here. So this one is a bit tricky lah. So you have to be careful. Do you need a break or can continue?
Can continue.
Continue. Huh? So 125. So now, just now we look for the S, we look for the A. Now, there is an application question where we need to find R, or we need to find N, or we need to find I. So this one, predict payment R, number of payments N, and interest rate, which is I. This one is to find the predict payment R. Find the amount to be invested every 3 months at 10% compounded quarterly to accumulate 10,000 in 3 years. Find the interest earned. Okay. To accumulate 10,000, this one, what does this mean? Future value and present value. S. Okay, this is S. This is 10,000, 10% compounded quarterly. So I means 10% divided by how many? Quarterly. 4. So you get 2.
2.5. Yes.
So what is your N? Invested every 3 months?
4 multiplied.
In 3 years. 4
4
multiply
multiplied
3. So you got 12.
12.
So now, based on the formula of S, which is R 1 plus I to the index of N minus 1 divided by I. We already have the value of S. We already have I. We already have N. We need to find R. Okay, so here 10,000 equal to R. Okay, 1 plus I is 2.5% is to the index of 12 minus 1 divided by I is 2.5%. So press the calculator. What do you get for this one? 0.5 divided by 100 plus with 1 to the index of 12 minus 1 divided by
13.8.
13.8. 13 point. So to get R, here bring here, so you divide. Okay, so where is the answer? Did you get the same answer with this one?
Yes. 74.63.
74.63.
Yes. 63.
724.87 lah.
724.63.
Oh, because you already round up here. Okay. So now, next question. The question wants you to find the interest earned. So the formula is I. Now we are using the future value. So what is the formula to get I? S minus NR. So S is 10,000 minus with the N 12 multiply with 74 12 multiply 7 to 4.63. Okay, what is the final value? Rn
1,300 and 4.44.
1
1304.44.
7 to 4.63 multiply with 10,000 minus answer. Okay. Okay, any questions so far? The rest, are you okay? Sarah, are you okay?
Yes, miss, we are okay.
Hi, Mama.
Muhammad Sahil, are you there?
Yes.
Are you okay? Okay, now we go to the second example. Okay, Mariam invests 12,000 in an account that pays 6% compounded monthly. She intends to withdraw an equal amount every month for 2 years. And when she makes her last withdrawal, her account will have zero balance. Find the size of these withdrawals. So means the question want to find R as well. Okay, but right now, which formula that we have to use? S or A? Mariam invested 12,000 in an account. So this one means what? Present value. So if present value, then we have to use the formula of A lah. Okay, A which is equal to R 1 minus 1 plus I to the index of negative n divide by I. Okay, before this, we find I. Okay, what is I? Compounded monthly for 6%. So 6% divided by how many? 12. Then you got
0.5.
Okay, how about your N?
12.
For 2 years. So multiply 2, then you got 20. So now we already have the value for A, which is 12,000. Equal to, we don't know R. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus I is 0.5%. N is 24. Divide by 0.5%. Okay, so now what is the value of R? Do you get the same answer?
22.56.
Huh? 22? This is the answer. You're supposed to get 531.85. Here, round up to the 4 decimal number. So here you got 100 plus 1 to the index of negative 24. 1 minus answer divide by 0.5 divided by 100. So you got 22.56. 5629.
But I get 22.56.
Divide by answer. So here you take it, okay, before here. So 12,000 equal to R. Here you got 2.569. So this one take it for 4 decimal number, then the number will be accurate. 12,000 divided by 22.569. Yes, so the answer is 531.85. This one you
531.89.
okay, this one you have to put 2 decimal number because this is money. Okay, this one to make it accurate, so you take it for 4 decimal number. If you take it 2 decimal number, then the value will be a bit different. Okay, so now done lah kan? Find the sources of these withdrawals. Okay, done. So that's the answer. Any question? Faisal Al-Ahdal. Faisal, are you there? Tak ada. Muhammad Sahil not here. Faisal not here. Sultanat Yesoba. Sultanat, are you there? Not here as well. Okay, let's continue with the next question, with the next example. Okay. Jimmy has to pay RM443.21 every month to settle a loan of 10,000 at 6% compounded monthly. Find the number of payments that he has to make. So the question wants you to find N. So which formula that we have to use? Jimmy has to pay this amount. So we have to use A or we have to use S? A, because this is present value. So A, formula A is R, 1 minus 1 plus I to the index of negative N divide with I. Okay, so what is your I? 6%. Compounded monthly, so it means 0.5. Okay, 12, so 0.5. What is your N? Don't know. We need to find. What is R? What is R?
443.21.
Yes, 443.21. Sorry, this is R, this is A. Okay, so your A is 10,000. Okay, R is 443.21. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus 0.5% to the index of don't know, divide by I. Okay, so this one you bring here, then you got 10,000 divided by 443.21. 443.21, then you got 22.56. Okay, so here, then here is I is 0.5%. So multiply with I. So I make it simple. Okay. So here 10,000 divide by 443.21, multiply with 0.5, bring here, multiply with 0.5. Okay, then here is 1 minus, so bring here negative, minus with 1, then you got negative 1 plus 0.5% to the index of negative n. What is the answer here? Or don't minus yet, so because it will be negative number, so we make it as positive first. What is the value that we get here? 11.28. 10,000 divided by 443.21, multiply with 0.5, divide by 100, 0.1128128 or 13. Then here okay, so make it easy because I don't want the negative. So this one we bring to this side, so it will be positive. So 1 plus 0.5% negative n. So here equal to, just now we got 0.112813. Here is 1, so 1 minus. So 1 minus 0.112813, then we got 0.8871872. Okay, how to get n? Okay, this one, because this one is already index things, so when it index thing, then we have to use logarithm. We have to use log. Then this one we bring here, so here will be negative n log 1 plus 0.5% equal to equal to log for both sides, because we want to make it common. 0.8872. Then we left n here. Okay. So here negative n, or we bring n to the here, then it will be positive n. So n equal to, we bring n to this side, then it will be log 1 plus 0.5% divided by log 0.8872. You just press log calculator. This because this is a common log, best 10.
So it's 24.
Okay, 24. Okay, so far, how is it? Any question?
Sorry, miss. Why you got 0.1128?
2.1128, where?
Yes.
2.118. Where? 2.
0.1128.
Here. Here ke?
Yes.
From here.
Because
This one is percent.
um
Divide by 100.
okay.
Any more? I think this is the last one. Yes?
Can I play? I mean, like, I want to play. Can I mute? No.
Go lah. Go. Okay, so I think this is the last question. The last example, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Saira borrows 100,000 at 12% compounded monthly. How many monthly payments, typo, monthly payments of 2,000 should her make? What would be the concluding size of the final payment? Okay, Saira borrows 100,000. Okay, 100,000. So here he borrows 100,000. She borrows 100,000. So here refer to A or S. A. At 12% compounded monthly. So 12% compounded monthly. So means the I is divided by 12. Then I is 1%. How many monthly payments of 2,000 should her make? 2,000 here refer to what? 2,000 refer to what? The R. Okay, how many months? Okay, the question wants you to find what is N. What would be the concluding size of the final payment? Okay, this is two questions here. Say, let's find the N first. So by using A formula, so A is equal to R. Okay, I don't want to write anymore. Okay, so the value of A is 100,000 equal to R. This one is formula only, 2,000. Okay, and then 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 1%, to the index of negative N. We don't know N. This one also you need to use logarithm as well. Okay, divide by I. So here, so 100,000 divided by 2,000. Okay, so here you can do, wait. So 100,000 divide by 2,000, then this one bring to here, so multiply 1%. Okay, equal to 1 minus 1 plus 1% to the index of negative N. Okay, what is the answer that we get here? 100 divided by 2 multiply 1 divided by 100.
0.5.
Okay, 0.5. So 0.5 equal to 1 minus 1 plus 1% to the index of negative n. So we want to remove the index of n, then we have to use logarithm. So logarithm to use for both sides.
I'm going to ask to find the 1 plus 1.
Or we can do 1 plus 1% to the index of negative n, then we minus 1 with 0.5. So here you also got 0.5. So here put it logarithm. So negative n log 1. 1 plus 1%, how many?
1.01.
Equal to log 0.5. Okay, then to get n, you have, this one is negative n, so bring n to this side. So log 1.01 divide by log 0.5. What is the answer?
69.7.
Yes, so you're 69.7. So n equal to 69.7 payments that he need to make. 69.7 times payment that she need to make. So right now, what would be the concluding size of the final payment? Okay. So this one, okay, this one I put here. What will be the concluding size? So he makes 69.7 payments. Each and one concluding payment of more than 2,000 or successful payments. How many monthly payments of 2,000? How many monthly payments of 2,000 should Roger make? What will be the concluding size of the final payment? Okay, let's say we draw the timeline. Okay, so here concluding payment, it means the final payment. Okay, let's say we put it as a K. So 69.7. So we start from 0, 1, 69 payments. 69 payments. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here he make a payment of 2,000. Apa dia?
Ibu kakak nak kemas tapi lagi satu tu.
Nantilah, ibu tenangkan rasa. Ya, ya Allah. Boleh tak pergi dulu? Biar ibu siap sikit je lagi nak habis dah. Sikit je lagi. Okay, so this one, to get the final payment ni, how can we do? Okay, the value of I just now is 1%. Okay, now concluding payments means they want to get the final payment here. So here, 68, so might get 2,000 also. What will be the concluding size of the final payment? So it means that it here not be 2,000 lah. It might be more than 2,000 that he need to pay at the final months. Alright, so here, just now we are using A. So A is actually R1. Okay, what is the value of A just now? What is the value of A just now? $100,000 equal to Because right now, just now we do without the n. Now we have n already. Okay, but the question, the n that we got just now is 69.7. Okay, let's see. We conclude that until 68, he paid 2,000 every month. And concluding size of the final payment, concluding payment. So here it might be more than 2,000. Concluding payment. Okay, or it might be also less than 2,000. Oh, okay, so it means that we have to find two things here. So, very tricky question. So, okay, let's complete here. So, it's either the first method, it is in 68 months with a certain amount of 2,000, but on here we don't know. We don't know what is the value of k. So because it's mentioned of concluding size, so it might be greater than 2,000 or it might be less than 2,000. So it means two conditions that you have to make here. Okay, let's look into the first one. Okay, so let's say 100,000 equal to 2,000. Okay, this is formula of A. Yeah? So R 1 minus 1 plus 1%. Okay, let's say we take it from this condition first, which is the confirm with 2,000. So here is negative 68. Okay, and then divide by the 1%. Okay, and then we plus with the, we don't know what is the value here. We don't know what is the value here because we have the remaining here. Okay, so K, we put it as a K, so we don't know. Okay, so here we have to get P1 plus I with the negative N. This is the formula that William previously and compounded. Nanti dah, nak habis kelas dah nak pergi. Puasa. 1 plus 1%, negative 68. Sabarlah, dah nak habis dah kelas ni. Okay, then we press the calculator. Here we got 100,000 divided by 2,000. Okay, 100,000 divided by 2,000. Then multiply with 1 divided by 100. Okay, then minus 1 equal to 1 plus 1% to the index of negative 68. Okay, and then here we got the 1 plus negative 8, then the value of k. This one you bring under plus this one divide, then you got k is 3310.56. Okay. Okay, this one just press the calculator. Okay, here we got 2,000. Okay, press the calculator. What do you get for this one? For this one only.
0.4916.
Okay, so plus 1 to the index of 60. Divide by 1, divide by 100. Here how many?
0.49.
0.49. Why I got different answer? Just now I did it directly too. So 1 divided by 100 plus 1 to the index of negative 68. Then 1 minus answer. divide by 1 divide by 100%. So, dapat 0 point something. Anyone?
9.166.
Okay, multiply with 2000. Multiply with 2000. So here you got 98.33, oh sorry, 98,333.80, okay, plus K1 plus 1% to the index of negative 68. Okay, now bring this one to this side, 100,000. Okay, 100,000 minus 98,333.80 divide by 1 plus 1% negative 68. Then you get the value of K. What is the value of K? Anyone? Atira dapat berapa? Atira, you there? Baru nak tekan ke? So K is equal to, so it's either we got the value of greater than 2000 or so either we got the value of less than 2000, because the end payment that we got is 69.7. So we have two conditions here. It's either 69 or it's either 70 if we round up. If we take it with 69, then we consider as 68 months fixed amount of 2000. So the value of K might be greater than 2000 or less than 2000. Okay, and then now next we have to look into 70 lah.
Answer here 2277.78.
Maybe you wrongly press the calculator. The answer is 3310.56. Make sure you take decimal number 4 places. 4 places of decimal number.
My answer is 3324.4.
Okay, when you do this one, take it 4 decimal places for everyone. Here also 4 decimal places, here also 4 decimal places. Make sure 4 decimal places. So the answer is, the correct answer, 3310.56. Okay, so we are done with the first, we call as first method. Okay, so here, start from 0, it's 41. 2000, start here. And then just now we ending at 69, 68. Okay, so 69.7, we round up, it will be 70 months. So here we consider it fixed until 2000. Here also 2000. Here it might be the value of K might be greater than 2000 or the value of K might be less than 2000. Just now greater than 2000 kan? So here might be less than 2000. Okay, the same thing that we did just now. But right now your N becomes 70 loh. So N, not NA, 100,000 equal to 2000. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus 1%. Here is negative. Negative what here?
68.
Here is 69. Oh, okay, I just noticed one thing.